Hi all, in this video we will learn about the topic kernel trick. Kernel trick is a technique used in SVM where we can solve the problems where the data points can't be easily separated by a straight line. The kernel trick is a concept which allows the algorithm to solve some nonlinear problems by simply transforming the data into some higher dimensional space. The thing is, we need not explicitly calculate the coordinates of the data in that particular space. Moreover, this trick enables SVM to create some nonlinear decision boundaries in the original feature space by implicitly working in a higher dimensional space. The kernel trick allows SVMs to implicitly map data into a higher dimensional space without explicitly performing the transformation. Here, instead of working with the data directly in the higher dimensional space, the kernel trick will enable SVM to compute the dot product of the data points as if they were already in that space. This is the kernel function k of x comma y, which is calculating the dot product of the two vectors x and y in the higher dimensional space. This computation will occur without the need to determine the coordinates of the vectors in that space. In this higher dimensional space, finding a linear boundary, that is the hyperplane, that separates the classes becomes easier. Non-linearly separable data. In some situations, the data points cannot be separated by a straight line or a hyperplane in higher dimensions. For example, consider this picture. We have two classes of data points, class 1 and this is class 2. Here, the data points are forming some concentric circles. There is no linear boundary that can separate these two classes in their original 2D space. Let us transform the data by mapping this data in a higher dimensional space. As far as this example is concerned, it's a 3D space. The data may become linearly separable. For example, here, the concentric circle scenario, we are mapping the points to a 3D space and it's possible to separate them with the plane. This is how the kernel trick technique works. That's all about the kernel trick. Thank you.